So it's Passover week, so I was talking about Passover things during Passover week. And I don't like to assume that people know the backstory. We're not going to do the whole backstory, but for our conversation today, the story of Passover is the story of the Hebrews being enslaved in Egypt for many generations of people, and then finally becoming free and leaving and becoming their own people. And that's enough of the story we need to know. There's a lot more, obviously, but that's enough for today, for what we're talking about. And so one of the teachings about Passover is this idea that, the word for Egypt in Hebrew comes from the root of the word narrow. And a lot of the teachings are about how the Hebrews had to leave this narrow place to go to a more expansive place on many levels. So, of course, they were enslaved, and that there's a narrowness of your world. When you are a slave, you don't have freedom, obviously. But that there was also this sort of narrowness of consciousness in that even when they were told they could leave, many of them didn't want to leave. They had accepted that way of life because, right, it's the whole devil you know is better than the devil you don't know kind of situation, right? And when you've been in a place for generations and generations and generations, where are you going? That's your home. It's hard to see outside of that. And so a lot of the story is about these ideas of narrowness and expansion, a narrow way of seeing the world or an expanded way of seeing the world, a narrow way of seeing your own circumstance or an expanded way of seeing your own circumstance, whatever that might be. Or a teacher who teaches that, each holiday opens up like a portal to a particular way of being in the world. And so the portal that opens during Passover is this portal towards expansiveness. And so that can happen on different levels. And, in terms of our yoga practice, the whole practice is really this practice of narrowness and expansion. The poses that we do, the asana that we're doing, we have to narrow our bodies to get into certain poses. We have to expand our bodies to get into other poses. And really, we need a balance of both of those things in all the poses, pretty much. And it's also a way of expanding our consciousness. The whole story of how we come to be from the yogic perspective says that this one infinite energy, the supreme consciousness, the absolute, whatever word you call that, narrows itself into particular beings, right? Into you and you and you and the trees and the flowers and the oceans and the planets, and narrows itself into these beings. That's how creation comes to be. And so then we, as these creations, have this sense of being this small, little, narrow being in the world. That is the experience, the human condition, right? That's how we see ourselves. And then the spiritual path and the path of yoga is to turn back, and through that narrowness, that limited being that we are not unlimited beings. These bodies are limited. They will expire at some point. But through those limitations, then we can sense the infinite. It's by turning back on ourselves that we can then turn back and sense this expansiveness, right? So on every level, our practice is this pulsation between narrowing and expanding. And like with everything, one is not better than the other. We need both of these things. I've been using this analogy all week with my son, who can sit at the computer for 10 hours straight composing music, which is amazing. He creates beautiful music, and you need that narrowness of consciousness to be able to create something amazing. Now, he doesn't go to school all the time, and he doesn't do his dishes, and he doesn't get his laundry done, but, so there's, we need the balance of the two. But narrowness can be a really helpful thing, without narrowness of vision, I don't know, we probably wouldn't have computers and advanced medical care, and it takes that sort of that narrowness to be able to see it. But of course, in the end of it all, we want to be in a balanced way in our lives and our minds and in the way that we're living. So we'll play with that in all sorts of ways in our practice this morning. That's the invitation, to dance between narrowness and expansion. Okay, Close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall. And just perhaps take a little inventory of the body. That's always a nice thing to do as you start to just see how your body is feeling this morning. Feel the places that feel narrow, the places that feel expansive. And really, as you're touching into those spaces and places inside, just come at it with a sense of compassion for yourself. And this is not it's not an audit, right? But just an awareness. So there's a softness to that of just, okay, this is feeling like this today, and perhaps this other part is feeling like this today, and just noticing so that you're coming into a more mindful and aware mind space as you begin your practice. And then let your breath deepen a little bit. And let's do some Ujjayi breath, which is a narrowing of the throat. So if you are practiced in Ujjayi breath, of course you can just get going. If you need a little more tutorial, just begin to create an openness, a doming, an openness in the back of your mouth. Drop your tongue down to the bottom of your mouth, so there's sort of feels like there's a resonating chamber inside your mouth. And then gently tone around the top of your throat, almost like you're making the sound, but with your lips closed, so that you can hear your breath. This action of doing this, of toning the throat, it's like pinching a garden hose. It's like concentrating the flow of breath and of prana and of energy inside of you, so that you can use it in more powerful and effective ways. It narrows, it concentrates our awareness. It concentrates the prana and moves it through that main energy channel, up and down through the center of the body with more clarity. Just sit with a few more Ujjayi breaths, listening to your breath. And it's not about making a loud sound. It's not about the noise itself. The noise helps us to attune to the breath. But again, just this concentration. See if you can make the sound even from start to finish, even in intensity, in volume. To your next exhale, just let your breath return to normal. Bring your hands to your heart. And let's chant together to begin. 3 Oms 3 times through Om Namah Shivaya. Deep breath in. Bow your head to your heart. As you're ready, your hands release, let your eyes open. Okay. Let's do a couple of seated warm-ups here. So if you want to switch the cross of your legs or adjust your seat, so you're sitting comfortably. Okay, we're going to do a slow and I don't know what the word is. We're going to do a slow shoulder roll, but I want you to focus on these 4 movements of the shoulders as you're doing it. So breathe in, and as you inhale, let your shoulders just rise up, and let your hands just rest in your lap. And then as you exhale, draw them back, and then down. And then as you inhale, draw them forward and up, and then back and down. And just like that, and you can make it into like these 4 movements if you want to sort of geek out on all the ways your shoulder blades can move and just feel those movements, or you can make it more of a rolling movement. So really feel your shoulder blades moving forward, out, up, back, down, and then change the direction of your circle. So go back and up, and then forward and down, back, up, forward, down. So we're going to do some stuff with the shoulders today. I want you to just really attune yourself to all these different ways the shoulders can move. All right, good. And then try to land right in the middle where you can sort of feel all of those actions happening at once. So a little bit up, a little bit back, a little bit down, a little bit out. And then keeping the shoulder blades engaged onto the back and the shoulders back. Take your arms to your sides. Let the tops of your shoulders stay relaxed. And then as you inhale, turn your palms to the sky. Lift your head, look up. And then as you exhale, turn your palms down, thumbs down. Let your spine round, look towards your belly. Inhale, roll your arms up, palms up, shoulders back. Exhale. And round. And do a couple more just like that. Letting your spine move a little bit more, feeling how the shoulder blades and the spine move together. And feeling how this movement of the arms is not just the hands turning up and down, but it's the whole arm rotating outward and then rotating inward, the whole arm bone in the shoulder socket. Do one more. Good, and then come to center and find the place right in the middle between the two. Drop your right hand over to the right, extend your left arm up. Good, bend into your right elbow, stretch to your left fingertips. And then we're going to go to a twist pattern as you exhale. Tap either hand, left hand to right knee or outside the right knee for a deeper twist. And then inhale and twist open. Move your shoulder back, look back, and then exhale, twist closed. Push into your right hand, turn your belly really deeply, then inhale and turn your belly deeply open. And one more time, exhale. And inhale, hold at the top here. Gaze up at your right fingertip, left fingertip, sorry. Keep your right shoulder back. And then on an exhale, squeeze your left elbow behind you a little bit and down. And then inhale and stretch your arm back up. And exhale, squeeze your arm in behind you and back up. Keep your head in a position where your neck feels comfortable. Yeah, and then squeeze in and down and back up. Good. Sweep your hand back over outside your right knee and then shift onto your right hip and extend your left leg back to the left. Yes, sorry, you got to stagger with your neighbor here a little bit. Bend into your elbows almost like you're doing a little baby chaturanga. Keep your shoulders lifted and your elbows in. And then come up and tap, straighten your arms, tap your left knee to your left elbow. Good. And then bend your elbows and let your chest sink down, but keep your shoulder blades on your back. And then exhale, knee to elbow. And one more time. Shoulders back, head lifted, and tap. Good. And then fold that leg in front. Come to center. Take your arms back out to the sides. Find that balance between turning out, turning in, all the movements of the shoulder blades, so your shoulder blades feel really balanced. Narrowing a little in the back body, but expanding at the same time. And then drop left hand, reach your right arm up. That's it. Bend into your left elbow. Stretch to your right fingertips. And then go to that twist pattern. Exhale. Left hand, right hand outside the left leg. And then inhale. Open up. Follow your hand with your gaze. So you get a little rotation through your neck here. Exhale, tap down. Inhale. Twist open. One more. Inhale. Looking up. Good. Bend on the exhale, bend the elbow, right elbow down, squeeze your shoulder blade in, and then stretch it back up. Exhale, squeeze it back and down. Inhale, stretch it back up. Good. One more little lat exercise, latissimus. Good. Stretch it back up. And then twist back to the side. Lean into your hands. Elbows in and back. Shoulders, tops of the shoulders lifting up, head and neck long. Stretch out through your right leg. And then stretch your arms straight, come up, tap, right knee, right elbow. And then bend your elbows, dip your chest down, and then come on up, tap. And then one more time. And tap. Okay, good. Come to center, and then find your way into downward facing dog. Come up into a wide dog. So maybe go a little wider with your hands and go wider with your legs than you normally would. Then with your feet wide apart, bend your knees deeply like you're doing a squat. Send your butt back behind you. And as you're doing that, feel like you're pulling your heels to your butt. So you're engaging your hamstrings. So you're pulling your heels up towards your butt, even as you're pulling your butt back. Then stretch your legs straight and don't just collapse the knees back. Squeeze the muscles around the kneecap. So firm your quadriceps, your thigh muscles, and then bend again. Pull your heels to your sit bones. Sit back. And then stretch your legs straight. Tone your quadriceps, your thigh muscles. And do one more. Feel how the hamstrings narrow and shorten. So the front of the thighs open up, and then firm the front of the thighs, feel the back of the thighs open up. Then stretch your legs straight and find that balance between narrowing, so pulling the legs in, pulling the muscles to the bones, and at the same time feeling an inner expansiveness so we're not just locked up and tight and rigid. And then do the same thing in your arms now. So bend your elbows out to the sides. So don't come forward to plank. Do it in dog. Just elbows out to the sides. Feel your biceps fire up. Your triceps stretch a little. And then firm your elbows. Firm your triceps. Feel the biceps stretch a little. And then a couple more like that. Just playing here between in this dance of narrowness and expansion. Noticing how one thing has to narrow for something else to open up. That's how the body works. Do one more. And then hold your legs in that steady position. This state of toned expansion. All right, good. One more breath to stretch full into your dog pose, and then walk yourself forward to the front of your mat. In Uttanasana, bend and straighten your legs if you have to. Bend your knees a little, straighten your knees a little. Just pulse back and forth a couple times, easing into the back of the legs. Yeah, if your hands don't reach down, you can always put hands on blocks so that your back, your spine feels supported. Good. Then as you firm your legs, straighten the legs, tone your thigh muscles, tone your calf muscles. Feel even the muscles in the feet firing up, the arches of the feet lifting so that the spine can then just release. Narrow in the legs, you tone, right? You contract muscles, there's a narrowing that happens. And it creates expansion for somewhere else. Okay, lengthen your spine, come on all the way up. Reach up and stretch up tall. Good. Exhale, let your arms release by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms up again. Yeah, you stagger with your neighbor. Stagger a little bit. Grab your right wrist, lean to the left. That's it. And then almost feel like you're pulling your right shoulder blade off your back. So use your left hand to pull. My hands are not in the video here. Use your hands to pull, pull, pull. Just feel like you're pulling your shoulder blade up and off your back a little bit so you're getting a stretch underneath the shoulder blade. Okay, inhale, come on up. And then over to the other side. Clasp the left wrist. Lean to the right. Same thing. Pull, pull, pull. Feel like the shoulder blade is moving out to the left a little bit. Inhale, come up, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, let your arms flow down. Inhale, circle your arms up again. Bend your right elbow, catch your right elbow with your left hand. Start here for a moment and then do a little external rotation of your arm. So use your thumb on the inside of your arm. I know I'm not near you guys. Thumb on the inside of your arm so that your hand rotates to its own shoulder blade behind. That's it. Then pull the whole thing over to the left. Yeah. Should feel a widening under the shoulder blade there. Try to keep your head back into your arms. I know the arms want to shove the head forward. Try to keep your head back. Okay, good. Come on up. Straighten the right arm, bend the left arm. Rotate it internally so the left hand comes to its own shoulder blade behind. And then pull to the right. Of course, if you have a shoulder story going on, just keep it where it's reasonable for your shoulder to be. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, or hold a strap behind. If you can't get your arms straight, if it's hard to get the shoulders back, hold a strap so that you're getting more opening across the front of your chest or your shoulders. Lengthen through your spine, hinge from your hips. Hold forward. Bend your knees a little bit. Bring your belly towards your thighs. Look forward. Lift your shoulders a little more. Stretch your arms a little straighter. Exhale, keep all that. Stretch your legs straight. And then just hold here, or if you want to move a little, just do little pulses there. Bending your knees, lifting your shoulders with the straightening. Holding, just holding steady feels better. Just hold steady where you are. One more breath. Exhale, release your hands. Walk yourself back down for facing dog. Inhale, flow forward to plank with your breath. Knees up or down, up to you. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, sweep forward into your back bend. Make sure the back body is lit up here. So tone the back of your legs, tone your glutes, tone your back muscles. The muscles between the shoulder blades, the muscles in the back of the neck. Feel the front of the body just peel open. Then exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in dog to just pulse between narrowness and expansion. To use Ujjayi breath or any breath, just breathing. To help you find that balance space where we're not in one, we're not in contraction, we're not in expansion. We are in a balance between the two in this state of toned expansion body. Bend your knees, step or hop forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine and rise with your breath. Exhale, just slide your hands to your heart. On your next inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, plank. Chaturanga. Back bend, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Always come back to that Ujjayi sound as a reminder. It's a reminder to just be present, pay attention. It's a reminder that narrowness is not necessarily our enemy. There are ways in which it serves us.
Bend your knees. Step or hop. Exhale. Inhale, rise with breath. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up again. Exhale. Right leg back to lunge. So back heel up, that's it. Back leg nice and strong. Narrow each leg by drawing the muscles towards the bones, and then narrow the legs towards each other by scissoring the legs in towards each other. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Good. Keep squeezing the legs in towards each other, especially in the lower leg, but feel a broadening in your pelvis. Push your sit bones back and wide, and then draw your tailbone down and maybe sit down into your lunge a little bit deeper. Try to keep that back leg as straight as you can. One more breath. Lift up as you exhale. Curl your shoulders back, head back, ears back. We're coming to twist now. So right hand down to the floor, left arm to the sky. Focus on that bottom hand for a moment, almost like you're turning a doorknob open. Keep your hand planted, but take the inner armpit forward. Move your right shoulder blade back. Then move your left shoulder blade down to meet it. Move the top of your left shoulder back. Okay, good. Now just take your hand onto your hip, top hand on your hip for a moment, and then we're gonna come to Vashisthasana. So heel toe your left foot over in front of your right knee. Spin down to the pinky edge of your right foot. So if you're in the room, your right toes will be facing the window. That's it. All the toes facing the window. But you'll heel toe that left leg back more. So Jason, you can bring it back a little more. That's it. And then if you want to come to the balance, just step the left foot on top of the right foot or stay right where you are. Push your feet down. Push your bottom hand down. Lift up to your top arm. Okay, look down, look forward. We're stepping back to lunge. Step the left foot all the way up. Yes. Drop your back knee down. Once again, narrow your legs. Narrow the muscles of the legs, tone them. Pull your left heel towards your left sit bone. Pull your right knee forward gently. Squeeze your legs together. Inhale, arms up. If you like a little more stretch for the shoulders, you can hook your thumbs here. You don't have to. Stretch your arms up straight. And with the thumbs hooked, almost try to feel like you're pulling your arms apart from each other. So the shoulders move back, but there's also a broadness in the upper back. Good. Draw your tailbone forward. And then pull your left heel in any amount more to sit a little deeper into your lunge. Your knee can come over the toes here if that's a reasonable thing for your ankle to do. Take one more breath. Okay, good. Now, release your hands to your front. Back up out of your hips a little bit. So there's a little more right leg. And then reach forward and you're going to dive your arms on your right arm underneath your right leg. Left under left. Sorry. Yes, left under left. Thank you. Sorry. So it's like airplane arms. Yeah. Squeeze your left leg to your left arm, but lift your left arm up into your leg. Now pull your left sit bone, left heel towards your left sit bone. Look forward a little bit. Okay, we're coming to lizard. So you can drop your elbows right where they are. This is a sort of deep version of lizard, and you can take your shin out onto your elbow like that. If that just feels like a totally unreasonable thing to do, walk your hands over to the right, unravel your arm underneath your leg, and bring your elbows down over to the right, either onto the floor or onto blocks. So any version of lizard. Yeah, like that. If you've got the arm under, then you can come onto the pinky edge of your right foot. You can let, left foot, and you can let the left knee drop out to the left. That's a little bit of a sort of pigeony, lizardy thing. Lizards and birds are related, right? It's like a silly thing. Dinosaurs, birds, I don't know. Call this dinosaur pose? I don't know. Whatever. All right, take one more breath in whatever reptile you're doing. Okay, and then come on up into your hands. Okay, swing the left leg back, step back into downward facing dog. All right, hold in your dog or flow through vinyasa here. And always rest if rest is feels like something that needs to happen right now. Child's pose is always an option. Yes, sure. Okay.
Bend your knees. Step or hop forward, Uttanasana. Come on all the way up. Slide hands to heart. Back to breath, back to center. Back to balance between narrowing and expanding in whatever ways you need to do that in your practice, in your body, in your heart today. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale and fold. Left leg to lunge. Good. Squeeze in. Squeeze muscles to both. Squeeze legs towards each other. Inhale, arms to the sky. Keeping the weight on the big toe sides of your feet, push your inner thighs wide. So don't let the weight shift. Hold the legs steady, but push the inner thighs out wide, sit bones wide, so that then there's a little space for your tailbone to drop into. During tailbone down, tone your glutes and lean yourself back and you mount more. That's it. Breathe where you are. And if you can't breathe, that's usually an indication that you're taking it too far. Okay, left hand down for twist. Twist open to the right. So. Good. Same thing with that bottom hand. So feel like you're dialing the hand open. You're not moving the hand, but the shoulder should move back and draw onto the upper back a little more firmly. And then draw your right shoulder back to meet it. From here, Vashisthasana. Spin down your left foot, heel toe your right foot in front of your left knee. That's a sort of kickstand version. Or stack your right foot on top of your left foot. Make your feet really active. Make your legs really active here. So your legs are supporting you, not just that one arm. Let your legs do some of the work here. We're going to step all the way back up to lunge. So look forward, swing that leg forward, come back onto your toes, and then drop your back knee down. Once again, squeeze your legs. Hook your thumbs, go other thumb on top. If you did it on the first side, do it again here. That's it. Stretch up. And then pull right heel to right sit bone. Pull left knee forward. Pull your pelvic floor up, your low belly up, curl your shoulders back. And then if all of that creates too much narrowness, expand into it from the center of your body outwards. Get longer, get bigger, get fuller. Okay, we're going to back the hips up a little bit, and then dive the left arm underneath the left leg. Right arm. Oh my God, I did it again. Well, at least I'm consistent. Right arm under right leg. That's it. Squeeze your leg to your arm. Broaden your shoulder out into your leg at the same time. Okay, and then lizard. So if you're staying here, your arm can stay underneath. You can back up your back knee a little bit and drop the shin, ankle onto your right forearm. That doesn't work. You're just here. You're walking your elbows over to the left, elbows to the floor or onto blocks, whatever works for your body. So you can put your right elbow down, Cynthia, like you're right. Yeah, both elbows down even. Yeah, I think you did that on the first side.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Does that feel okay? Wherever's reasonable. Wherever's reasonable. Yep. It's a lot. This one's intense. Yep. All right. Like we held there on the first side for a minute, so let's just stay another breath or two. Of course, if you're dying, come on out. Never be dying in your yoga. All right, come on back to your dog. Holding and just lengthening and stretching and expanding feels good here, fine. If moving feels better, come through vinyasa. All right, on your next inhale. All right, I know this is the same type we were just on, but I'm going to confuse myself if I switch it. So right foot forward to warrior one. Right foot forward. Left heel down. Come on up. Work from the bottom up. Level your hips. So left hip rolls around to face front. Pull your right heel towards your right sit bone. Keep your shoulders back over your hips. Lengthening through your side body. Good. Then hook thumbs or just stretch arms out to the sides.
I like this hooking thumbs. It gives you something to sort of pull against. It narrows things so that then you can expand into it. Sometimes we need that narrowing, that focus to give us something to push out against. Okie dokie. Warrior 3. You can keep your arms or take a different arm position. Shift your weight to your right foot. Spin up your left heel and lift from your inner left thigh. Yeah, nice, actually. That's it. Extend both legs as straight as you can. Both legs as straight as you can. Get the lifted leg straight first. If it's hard to straighten the standing leg. One more breath. We're going to step back to Parsvakonasana. So a little bit of a shorter stance than you were in for warrior. Stretch both legs straight. Sweep your hands behind your back and either hold opposite elbows or take reverse prayer. So palms together behind your back. Okay, good. Squeeze your legs towards each other. Narrow your stance by squeezing the legs in. And then pull your right thigh up to your belly as you're extending forward. So get that quadricep, your right thigh, working. All 4 of those muscles, pulling up towards your belly. Helps you to feel a little more stable, or at least it does for me. Then you can stay in this long spine. If you're hitting resistance, just hold, breathe, maybe some ujjayi breath. If you're feeling balanced and like you're wanting a deeper stretch, take your head to your knee. Keep a gentle lift of your elbows and shoulder blades and shoulders away from the floor even as your head descends. Just one more breath here. As you exhale, release your hands to the mat. Hold a little deeper by breathing to the bottom of your breath and toning your low belly at the bottom of the breath. So your belly domes upwards a little bit. At the same time, you can push your fingertips on the floor or your blocks forward a little. That'll help engage the back body. Come up onto your right heel just for a moment. Lift up and spread your toes. Take a little calf stretch. Again, if that's just like a totally unreasonable thing to do, skip it. You can put your hands on your blocks, Jason, if you want to take your toes up, see if that counts. Yeah, there you go. Makes it, slightly more reasonable. All right. Bring your foot back down. We're going to Baddha Parsvakonasana. So you're going to come forward into your right foot, float up your left leg. You're going to take your left hand out in front of you, your right hand to your right hip. Use your right hand on your right hip to draw that hip back. And then just get long. Your left hand can be on a block here, of course. Get long. Stretch your back leg long. Stretch your standing leg long. Now keep lifting up your left leg. Twist to the right. Move your right ribs back. Move your right shoulder back. Stretch your right arm to the sky if your shoulder will allow for that. That's it, Diane. Nice. Yep. Try to keep your toes, the standing leg toes pointing straight ahead. The lifted leg toes pointing straight down. I know. Last breath, turn your head. Got your balance. Okay, standing split. Keep the leg lifted. Take your hand to the floor. Both hands down. Lift that leg up higher. If you want to work balance, take your right hand behind your right calf. Maybe your left hand also. Maybe just one hand at a time. And on the exhale, step all the way back. Downward facing dog. You know what to do. Whatever you're doing, do it with breath. We're having the experience of a narrow or restricted feeling body today in any way. Rest your mind in the parts of yourself that feel spacious and free and open. Seek the places inside that feel expansive, even though it might not be every place inside. Just to one side, right? Yeah. Okay. Left foot to warrior one. Left foot forward, right heel down. On up. Okay. Turn your hips forward. Right hip wraps around. Left heel pulls towards the left sit bone. Arms, you can hook thumbs or keep the hands separated if that feels better on shoulders. Yeah. And then to sit deeper into that front knee, just pull your left heel to your left sit bone. Pull it in. Engage your hamstring. Tone your pelvic floor and your low belly so your back feels supported, and then maybe take the upper body back a little bit. And if you are feeling, again, in any way narrow or restricted, expand. Expand your awareness into it. Expand, recognize that we have the ability to be as free as we want to be in our minds, or as restricted, or narrow as we want to be. All right, lean forward, warrior 3. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right toe is pointing straight down. So as you're lifting up the right leg, you're lifting from your inner thigh. Your toes are pointing down towards the mat. Yep. Stretch both legs as straight as you can. Stretch your spine as straight as you can. Okay, then shorter step back. Land your right heel. Parsvakonasana, straighten your legs. Hold the other elbow on top behind, or reverse prayer again if that is a reasonable thing for your shoulders. Okay, hinge from your hip, left hip, and have this sense that you're pulling your right quadricep up. You are engaging your right quadricep. Not so much that your knee is like bending. You guys getting that sense a little bit? It makes it a whole lot more steady. You're pulling your thigh to your belly as you pull your belly to your thigh. Good. You can stay gaze forward if you like, or you can take head to your knee. One more long breath in. Good. Big exhale out. Release your hands. Come onto blocks if you need to. Even on blocks, come up on fingertips and push your fingertips forward. Feel your belly dome up and back a little bit, so you get a little more stretch in the low back, and then lift up onto the left heel for this last couple of breaths in the pose. Pull your the pinky side of your foot back a little more. Okay, then bring the foot back down. Ardha Chandrasana, so shift back to your left foot, right hand out in front, right under the shoulder, on the floor or block, left hand on your left hip. Level your hips. Lengthen your spine out of your pelvis. Have your weight balanced on your standing foot. You should almost be able to lift your right hand up off the floor. And then twist your upper body. Turn your right ribs left. Your left shoulder back. Stretch your left arm up. Lift your right leg a little higher. Yeah. One more breath. Big step back. Nope, sorry. Standing split. Sorry. Good. Yep, lift that right leg up as high as you can. Both hands on the mat now. You were working balance on the first side. My suggestion is keep the right arm up like a little bit of a kickstand. Use your left hand behind your left calf first and then maybe work both. Okay, now big step back. So we have downward facing dog. All right, drop your knees down. Go wide with your knees, sit your hips to your heels, stretch your arms out in front. Child's pose. Wide, wide, wide with your knees. Think this has a little bit of a hip stretch as well. Again, rest your mind into an expansive space. It's like a beginner's mind space where we feel open to whatever is coming, where we feel open to whatever's happening inside of our bodies, where we're not making fixed judgments about how we exist in the world, how our body exists in the world. We're going to find our way back to downward facing dog. Narrow your stance in your dog pose. Bring your toes together. And then we're going to walk back to our feet with the knees. We're going to sit into Malasana, garland pose, so knees wide, hips back to heels. Heels can be up. So you're on your toes. Yeah, bring your feet in close. Unless there's a reason that doesn't work for ankles or hips, and then do whatever you need to do. Okay, walk your arms out in front. Take your hips way back. Walk your arms way, way, way out in front. Feel your shoulder blades slide forward and up a little bit. Then wrap your hands behind your legs. Take your hands underneath your heels. If you can reach, tuck as close to the arms into the front of the shins as you can. And then you create a little gentle pulling with your hands. Let your heels sit back, your hips sit low. Draw your head towards the floor and lift your belly up. Yeah. Okay. Release your hands. Stretch your legs out straight. Uttanasana. Paddle out your feet if you need to. Okay. Crow pose. Plant your hands. Squat. Knees wide. Knees above the elbows into the outside of the arms or the back of the arms and squeeze in like crazy. Feel your inner thighs fire up. Squeeze your feet together or as close together as you can. Spread your toes. Grip your fingers down, look forward. Squeeze your heels to your butt. Breathe. Nice, you guys. Hold steady. Rest when you need to. That's it. Uttanasana. Okay. Lengthen your spine, come on up. Exhale, release your arms. Okay. Take your right arm out to the right. Take a deep breath in so that you feel the side body lengthen and your shoulder lift a little bit. Not so that you feel crunched, right? But just so that there's a length and an openness there. Then draw your right arm across, hook it with your left. Hook above the elbow if you can. Stretch your right arm straight. Good. Now relax your right shoulder down away from your ear a little bit. Stay here or wrap your hands into eagle arms. You can just stay where you are if that's a better position for your arms. Good. Bend your knees, pull your hips back behind you. Shift your weight to your right foot, cross your left leg on top. Squeeze your legs together. Narrow your legs. Narrow your arms. That's it. Then maybe elbows towards your knees. Just curling yourself into this constricted, restricted, wrapped up little pose. Staying full on the inside, keeping your mind feeling expansive even as the body narrows. Okay, come on up. Keep your arms, bring your front knee up, your left knee up in front. Stretch it out straight in front of you. That's it. Then swing it back into Warrior 3. You can also just go prayer hands here. If this feels like too much in the arms, you can just go prayer hands here. That's it. Spine long, back leg long. Stepping back now to Warrior 1. Bend your front leg, your standing leg. Drop your back heel down. Pivot your hips forward. And then lift up out of your pelvis. Pull your left heel to your left sit bone, but lift out of your pelvis, lengthen, and maybe take it into more of a back bend, looking back. Head, arms back, elbows up. From here, we're unraveling out into Warrior 2. So unravel your arms, adjust your stance, open your legs a little wider, stretch your arms. Good. Lace your fingers together behind your back. Humble warrior. Stretch your arms back. Bow your head towards the floor. Keep your shoulder blades lifting towards your spine. Keep your left heel pulling towards your left sit. 2 more breaths using the exhale, really dropping your weight, pulling your belly up and dropping your head down. Okay, release your hands, frame your front foot. Step forward to the front of your mat. Come to standing rest, bend your knees, rest your belly on your thighs. Either hold opposite elbows or hold around your legs. You know you have a disc issue or you have low back challenges, do this with your knees really deeply bent. If your back feels okay, hamstrings feel long, you can straighten your legs any amount. Okay, lengthen your spine. Come on up. Reach up. Good. Release your right arm down, left arm out to the left. Breathe in. Create a spaciousness around the shoulder blade and then sweep your arm across, hook it. Let your shoulder release down and away from your ear gently. Take the stretch in the shoulder and then you can stay there or you can wrap your hands. You could also just do prayer arms if this is a better arm position. Okay, Gardasana, poke your hips back. Weight, take your weight to your left but press your right leg on top. Squeeze your legs together. If you can, hook your left toes behind. Bend your standing leg deeply. Squeeze your legs. Squeeze your arms. Squeeze your elbows and your arms together. Get narrow on the outside, but be really big on the inside. With breath, with fullness, with awareness. Okay, come on, back up. Keep your arms, knee up. Stretch it out. And then swing forward and back. Torso forward, leg back. Warrior 3. Bend your standing leg. Step back, Warrior 1. Turn your hips forward. Pull your right heel to your right sit bone. And then curl back any amount. Lift your elbows up. Pull right heel to right sit bone. Inhale, come up and unravel into warrior two. Good. Sweep your hands behind. Switch the interlace. So bring the other pinky finger on top. Yep, the awkward way. Stretch your arms back behind you. And then take humble warrior. Arms to the sky, head towards the Again, work with the breath here, maybe Ujjayi breath, really focusing on the bottom of the breath, all the way to the bottom, so as the abdominals tone, the arms can reach a little further up, overhead. Okay, exhale. Release your hands, step forward to the front of your mat, and come on all the way up, reach up. Stretch it. And release your hands. Okay, we're going to work on some bound poses, so I just want to give you the, I think everybody knows what, all right, let me give the quick tutorial. Just we'll be a little mindful. Sometimes we just kind of come into it. So we're going to come into bound Parsvakonasana. I'm giving you the back here for a reason. So I'm bowing forward, and I'm going to work my shoulder as high up under my leg as I can. And then it's all this business of rolling the shoulder off the back, which is going to help you wedge it up and around your thigh. And then you reach up and catch with the other hand. Then once you've got that narrowing, it gives you something to expand out into. So we lean back. Now, if you can't reach, you hold the strap in the back leg hand, whatever leg that is, and then you hold it here. Try to go around your leg. So you don't want to be between your legs here. It's not going to give you much shoulder stretch. Try to be around the back of your leg if you're using the strap, okay? All right, so let's just come from standing. If you need a strap, hold it in your left hand. Step your feet wide. You can face the long edge of your mat. Pivot on your right foot. Another trick is for binding is make your legs as wide as you can. Like go really long with your legs. That'll make it a little easier too. On your shoulders, not on your legs, but on your shoulders. Okay, bend into your right knee. Lean forward. You go hands to the floor. And just work here for a moment. Push your inner thighs back. Keep the inner edges of your feet grounded, but really work to broaden your sit bones back. And then work your left arm underneath your left leg. Right leg. Sorry. Yep. And then internally rotate the arm to bring your hand to bend your elbow up around your back. Reach for your left hand behind you or the strap. Yeah. And then once you've got it, draw your tailbone forward and down. Tone your glutes, draw your shoulders back. So, Jason, switch. Go left arm underneath. No, go inside your leg. Left arm. No. Right arm. Sorry, I'm saying the wrong side, which is why you get confused. I'm sorry. Take your left hand behind your back. Behind your back. That's it. Head to the strap. Okay, guys, stretch it. No, your fingers are right there. Actually, right there. Okay, we're stretching the front leg straight. Bound triangle pose. Stretch it as straight as you can. Yep, keep leaning back. Okay, now pivot on your right foot. Keep your bind. Feet parallel, so you're in a half bound Baddha Parsvakonasana. Yep. Let your head release down. Try to even out the sides of your waist. Lengthen evenly. Okay, just release your hands. Fold. I had one more thought, but I feel like we're not going there today. So. Reading the room. Okay. Come on up. We'll go to the second side. Yeah, that's where we're at. Cynthia's got it. Felt like too much for today. All right. Left leg. Same thing out to the left now. So left foot turns out. Bend into your left knee deeply. Again, take that a long stance. Widen out your feet. Yeah. Got it. You got it. Then left arm bow forward. Left arm under the left leg. Really snuggle it under there. Tone your belly. Internally rotate your arm. That's going to help wrap the arm around. Now, of course, if that causes pain in your shoulder, just skip that or use the strap. Do it with a grain of salt. Squeeze your leg and your arm together. Good. Now lean back towards your leg. That's it. Shoulders back. Head back. Try to move your right shoulder over your left shoulder. Okay. Now, stretch your left leg any amount straighter. You might have to choke your arms up onto your leg a little bit. Yep, that's it. Keep holding the strap. Keep leaning your torso back. Keep your bind. Pivot on your left heel. Feet parallel. Head towards the floor. Level off your hips. That your left hip is probably going to want to drop down. So for this, I'm pushing my left hip into my arms even as I'm squeezing with my arms and toning my belly. Okay, release your hands. Fold to center and breathe. Lengthen your spine. Come on, all the way up. Okay, step your feet together. Okay, so we did this from seated the other day. We're going to try it from standing. I will give the caveat that standing with the heel on a blanket might make the whole situation a little bit easier. So you can always stand with heels on a blanket to work on this. We're going to stand on the right foot. What's that? We're going to stand. Maybe that's all you're going to do. We're going to go left leg out. You can use a strap here if you need to, or you can just do it with a bend knee. That's totally fine also. Hold your left foot. And then we're going to bend the standing leg. We're going to lower. And we're going to try to keep going. Push the foot forward, push the foot forward, push your butt back. And maybe you land, maybe you don't. Yeah, that's it. Queenie, that's pretty nice. I went down on the yeah. Maybe you're just bending a little bit. Okay, now back up. I can't. Forget it. I can't do it. If you can, by all means, come on, back up. I can't do it. I can't. Other side. Who said? Somebody the other day said, "Oh, it's so much easier from standing." I'm like, "All right, Wednesday, we'll do it from standing." Craig. Okay.
He said this was easier.
He did. Remember? You were here on that.
Yeah. That's not so.
But you know what? To me, like I feel like it's much easier from the floor.
Yeah.
But often I say those things and people are like, "You're crazy. That's not easier." So I'm like, "Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know." Yeah. All right. So again, heel on the blanket hops. Which leg is going up?
Right.
Right leg up. Right foot up. Right leg out in front. Yeah, nice, Anisha. That's it. And then squeeze. Push your butt over. Yeah. Stick your butt back. Butt back. Oh, this leg's much easier now. Push the foot up. Push your butt up. Okay, sit. Everybody sit. I know, that's not for everybody's needs. All right, sit. Agni Sambhasana. I don't want to know.
No, you just said I have a no.
A no for Go right leg across, Agni Sambhasana. So right shin across, be on a flexed foot here. Yeah. And the knee is open, so you're at a right angle here in your knee. Yeah, so bring your knee forward and your foot forward. So we're not going to, yeah, so you're starting here because then we're going to this one. So it's that, yeah. So right angles in the knees, heel over knee, knee over heel. If this is too much, go to here, right? You can keep your, you can bring your left ankle on top of your right knee this way. Okay, feet are flexed. Good, draw your low back in. Tip your pelvis forward so you're more at the front edge of your sitting bones. And then if you can reach to your feet, if you're just hanging on where you are, just breathe. If you're taking it deeper, hands to the soles of the feet, push them in towards each other, push your feet out wide. So push your feet to your hands to your feet, and then hinge from your hips forward. Yeah, so. Okay, inhale, come on up. Step your left foot outside your right knee. Bring your weight over to the right a little bit, and then snuggle your left heel over to the left. So we're coming to Gomukhasana now. So the heel is going to be outside the hip. For me, what works better is if I shift forward, lift my butt, and then heel toe my left foot back so it's outside my right hip so that we're more knee over knee. Now, if your hips don't reach the floor in this, sit on a block. Sit on 2 blocks, sit on 7 blocks. Yeah. Or you can just do top leg on top, straighten out your bottom leg and go knee over. So you can go right leg straight and left knee on top. Yeah, but more knee over knee. So bring your heel over. Be on the pinky edge of your foot. Bring your heel back by your hip. That one, but so that. So make your top leg do what this leg is doing. Even though, yeah, more like that. Like that. No, that's fine. You can go like, that's okay. Going forward. It's hurting your knee?
If it's hurting your knee, don't do it. Nothing is worth hurting your knee. All right, we're going to skip the arms. We did a lot of arms. Let's just skip them. If you want to do the arms, it's, left arm up, right arm under. If you want to add the arms. My arms are pretty shot. I've done a lot of arms and shoulder stuff today. I'm going to skip the arms. If you want to do the arms, it's right arm under, left arm on top, and then leaning forward. I'm skipping arms for today. For this one. My arms are pretty cooked. Yeah, you could do it like that with holding a strap behind. That works. Okie dokie. Come on back up. Slowly unravel your legs. Do a little windshield wiper. We're going to start in Agni Stambhasana. So, left leg under. Right leg on top. It can be left leg under like this. So, left foot, we'll start in this one. The figure 4. So, if this is a better hip stretch, you can be here. You can be on the pinky edges of your feet. Yeah. So you're trying to bring your shins stacked on top of each other. So you're not pulling your heels in like this. Your heels are out in front and the knees are a little more open, and that's going to get into the external rope. You're going to feel that stretch more into the hips then, which is what we're looking for. All right, feet active. If you can reach your feet, take your hands to the soles of your feet and push like this, like you're squeezing them in towards each other. Yes. And as you do that, move your hips back behind you, like you're hinging from your hips. Breathe. And unlock your jaw and soften your eyes. And do all the things that release and open up the places that narrow when we do this pose. So, right. Bring your bottom foot forward. And flex your foot. So feel like you're yeah, like that. And maybe you're not leaning forward. Maybe you can just be upright. All right, everybody come on. All right, to Gomukhasana. Lean to the left. Toe the right foot. No, he'll do the left foot over to the right. Then work to snuggle your right knee on top of your left. Again, for me, I need to lift up my butt to do that. And as you lift your butt, you might put a block under it or a blanket under it so that your hips are level and you're sitting on something. You want both your sit bones on the same surface, whatever that surface is, whether it's a blanket or a block. Have your foot not on the blanket though. Yes, like that. Hips on the blanket, feet are off. Okay, if you want to do the arms, right arm up, left arm under. That's the arms. And then hinge forward anyway. So the shoulders really round forward for that hand position. Try to keep a little bit of narrowness in the upper back. So you're still squeezing the shoulder blades in and back a little bit. That's it. All right, lengthen your spine, come on up. Slowly uncross, stretch your legs out. All right, do a little windshield wiper, knees or feet, or both. And then stretch your left leg out long, hug your right knee. Pull your right leg as close as you can in towards your butt and in towards your inner thigh. And then we're doing the open twist. Forget the name of this, but there's a name for it. Right outer arm to right inner knee, and then twist to the left. Left hand behind you. As you inhale, get tall through your spine, and as you exhale, twist. Brace your arm and leg together to create a deeper twist. Good. Now lean forward and snuggle your armpit as high up onto your leg as you can, and then wrap your arm around your leg again. You can do this with the strap here. No. And then you're staying twisted, so it's a different version. You're staying upright for this one and twisted open to the left. It's not Marichiasana 1, it's a different version. I forget the name of this pose, but there's a name. It's a pose. All right, take one more breath. Inhale and release, face front. Reach forward for your foot with your hands or your strap. All right, so here's your chance. If you want to see if this one's easier to squeeze off the floor, you can push your foot into your hand, lift your foot, shift forward, squeeze in. So same thing we lowered down into. I don't know, what's easier? Pressing up or lowering down? Lowering down was easier for you? Yeah. Pressing up is way easier. No? All right. Come on up. Switch sides. Stretch out your right leg.
Bring your left heel as close as you can. Left arm to the inner leg. Twisting to the right. Good. Lean forward. Tuck your armpit as close as you can to your shin. Roll, turn the hand back behind you. Reach for your right hand with your left hand. And then you're upright and still twisting to the left. So maybe you just stay in the open twist, hand on the floor, that's fine. Yeah. All right, inhale and release your bind and your twist and then reach forward for your left foot. Maybe you're just here in your forward bend because that's nice and we did that a lot. If you want to try pressing up, lift your heel, push your foot into your hands. Woo! Shift your weight to your foot, fall over. And see if you can squeeze up off the floor. Push your foot forward, push forward and down. So it's like you lift up and you get the shoulders back and then shift your weight to your foot and push your foot down and forward. Or don't do any of those things. That's okay. Both legs out in front. Take the flesh from under your sit bone. Good, and then just take one symmetrical fold of the legs, extend evenly out. You can go hands on the floor here by your hips if that's hard to reach the feet. You can, of course, use a strap. Your back feels like it needs the support of your hands on the floor. That's a nice way to do it. Where your back feels supported and you just get the stretch into the hamstrings. All right, inhale, come up. Come down to your back. Just take a minute, a few breaths for whatever cool down pose or poses you want to do. If you want to take a twist or a quick bridge, we can do a lot of back bending today. So whatever feels like it would be nourishing and balancing, helping you to settle your nervous system, move towards Shavasana. You have a second side to do. Come to your second side. Now begin to find your way to Shavasana. Extend your legs. Extend your arms. Let any narrowness in your body expand. Let any sense of tightness or tension or gripping release. Your hips and your legs, shoulders, your arms. Let your skin feel smoother, covering your body. Let each breath be the invitation to that which is whole and complete and completely free inside of you. Each breath be the invitation to expanded consciousness, of a deep sense of your connection to all of creation, to the oneness of things.
Now let breath body stretch, move, reawaken. Back up to seated. Sit well. Narrowness in our lives can be helpful for all sorts of things, or focusing and finishing a project or reaching a goal or squeezing into a seat on an airplane. Expansiveness can be really helpful in our lives for seeing our way out of a situation that seems like we are boxed in, or allowing for more openness in our joints to be able to reach into bigger yoga poses, or whatever it is you are doing with your body. It's expansiveness, but it's not this or that, it's this and that. It's this beautiful, perfect collage of all of life's messiness and beauty and challenge and blessing, and all coming together in this dance of the pulsation, narrowness and expansion. So may you continue to do that dance with ease and with grace as you move into the rest of your day. Bring your hands together at your heart. Let's close together with an Om, taking a deep breath. Namaste. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day.